Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Strawberry Vinegar on Nintendo Switch. Litica lies on my bedroom floor, curled up in a futon Dad prepared for her. She smiles up at me, her eager eyes framed by her curly hair. I can't believe it. I finally got to go on a trip away from home. I'm so excited. I'm exhausted given the events of today, but Lycia's comments catches my attention. Does that mean you've never left home before? No, I haven't. This is the first time. And don't your parents mind? They're not worried about you, are they? They won't come to my house looking for you, and damn me and my family to hell for abducting their darling little daughter, will they? The very last thing I wanted is for Satan and the illustrious bride of Satan, no doubt cosplaying as a Japanese schoolgirl, to turn up on my doorstep. Just what would the neighbors say? No, they won't. I told them I was going away for a while, so they shouldn't worry. I planned this trip lots and lots, and my sisters helped me too. Well, they'll probably worry a little bit, because Dad's very overprotective, and I'm the youngest in the family, but it's fine. If I get homesick, I can just open up a portal to hell and go back anytime I want. Oh, a portal to hell. That's good. How nice. Really? Of course not. I don't want you opening up any portals to hell inside my house. All kinds of weird things could come crawling out. Oh, you're right. I didn't think of that. That can happen sometimes. Well, it's no big deal. I'll just have to go into the forest and open up the portal there. It doesn't matter if a few birds or trees get incinerated in the process, does it? Incinerated? Just what kind of evil magic rests inside Lycia's little body? Do I even want to know? Do whatever you want. Just don't do it around other people. You could hurt them. Aye, aye, Captain. A small silence descends upon us, but I still can't relax. Everything about Lycia's existence invites questions, and I'm starting to get a headache. And how do you open this portal back to hell anyway? You don't need to murder any chickens and paint weird symbols on the ground in their blood, do you? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. What do you mean you're not sure? I've never done it before, so I don't know. But if you don't know how to make these portal things, how did you get out of hell in the first place? My biggest big sister helped me. She's really smart. Jeez. My palm collides against my forehead with a dull thud. I think I lost a few brain cells there. I don't want to be rude or anything, but I get the feeling you're not very good at forward thinking. You might have a point. I put a lot of thought into this trip, though. Really? Yes, I heard the food in Japan's really good. You have all kinds of interesting dishes, like sushi and ramen and beef bowls and dango, and those cute little fish-shaped pancakes stuffed with sweet red bean paste. Don't you mean taiyaki? Isn't that what I said? No, it isn't. And there are lots and lots of things I want to do in Japan, too. I want to see the falling cherry blossoms, and I want to see some real maids roaming free in the wild. And I want to see a squirrel girl running into her one true love with a piece of toast in her mouth and going, Kya! You can't believe everything you see in anime, you know. And what's this about maids roaming free? They're not cattle. Maids have thoughts and feelings, too. And I really want to go to a festival and see some fireworks and eat candy floss and mochi and dango and yakisoba and takoyaki and corn cobs and sari and chocolate-coated bananas. You'll get sick if you eat all that. I don't think there are any festivals going on around here. I pause. Wait, I think there is a festival happening at the local shrine tomorrow evening. I know. I glare at Lycia. This timing seems a little too perfect. It's suspicious. How do you know? I already told you I planned this trip carefully with my big sisters. Fia looked at all this stuff up for me on the internet. You can use the internet in hell too? Yep. Isn't that convenient? The internet's so great. So, let me get this straight. This demon girl decided to invade my home and disrupt my everyday life because of some wildly inaccurate anime cliches and the food. Is that it? What a farce. Day 2, Tuesday. Wow, can I really have this? Do you mean it, Rie? Oh, Rie? I sigh. I seem to be doing that a lot lately. It's not a present. I expect you to return it after the week is over. I know that, but it's so cute. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's only a school uniform. You say that, but it's nothing like the uniforms I have to wear back at home. The uniforms in hell are all black. We have to wear blazers, and they're super boring. I'm so happy you decided to come to Japan. Licia giggles and does a twirl, her school skirts fluttering. Not only is your food delicious, but your uniforms are super cute too. It's nice that you're so easily amused. To be perfectly honest, I don't want Licia to come to school with me. I don't like it when people pay attention to me, and Licia, with her horns and tail, will definitely attract attention, especially given she's so loud. I didn't think Mom would be able to enroll Licia at my school so quickly, but I forgot one of the crucial details. My mother can be very persuasive when she wants to be. All she had to do was flirt with Mr. Ogawa, the headmaster, for 5 minutes on the phone this morning, and he was swayed. Of course, I'll let Licia attend our school. The doors of Hikage Elementary are always open for international students. The importance of cultural exchange cannot be overlooked. I bet he said something like that. That man will do anything to score points with my mother. He'd probably shave off all his hair and paint his head purple if she asked. I'm going to look so adorable. I bet everybody will praise me. And that's precisely what I'm worried about. I'm starting to feel sick and I haven't even had breakfast yet. So, Licia, do you like it? Don't pester Licia like that, dear. This is her first day here, and it may well be her first time having a Japanese breakfast. You'll give her indigestion if you keep looming over her. Are you saying that I look scary? You do when you wrinkle your face up like that. If I didn't know you better, dear, I'd think that you were about to have a stroke. Oh no, I don't really have a frightening face, do I, Rie? I think my mom might have a point. You do look a little scary. No way! This is so embarrassing. How could I expose such a weak side of my character to our guests? You've never been one to hide your weaknesses, dear. They're abundantly clear at all times, but that's the most charming thing about you. Yuki, you can be so cold. Then my parents really did name me well. I feel so ashamed. With a defeated whimper, Dad buries his face in his hands. While Dad writhes about in the throes of agony, Mom flips through her newspaper, undeterred. Oh, a Kazuki, dear. Yes? Could you make me another cup of green tea? I'm all out. Oh, yes, I'll do it at once. Dad's face lights up. He takes Mother's empty cup and busies himself with the task. Dad's quite a simple person. I think he likes being ordered around. It makes him feel useful. That's probably why Mom and Dad get along so well, even though they're pretty different. So, Licia, now that you can digest your food without any silly man breathing down your neck, that silly man being Dad, of course, who's so devoted to brewing Mom another cup of tea, he probably wouldn't break focus, even if he was hit in the back of the head with an asteroid. What do you think? Do you like it? It's very peculiar. I've never had food like this before. I expected as much. Natto is an acquired taste. I wonder if Kazuki made natto of all things. I wonder why Kazuki made natto of all things when there are so many other less aggressive breakfast options to choose from. I don't like natto that much either. It isn't the flavor I dislike, but the smell and the texture. The stench of natto is so bad it's almost overpowering, and the long, glistening strands of fermented soybean that get stretched out when you move your chopsticks to your mouth look incredibly unappetizing. Even so, I'll still eat it. Natto's meant to be good for the immune system, and it is a key part of traditional Japanese breakfast. I'm not sure about Licia, though. I know she said she wanted to eat lots of Japanese food, and you can't get much more Japanese than natto. But most tourists hate it. If you don't like the natto, dear, I'll eat it for you. I always have room in me for more natto. Incidentally, natto is one of the only foods my mother will actually eat at breakfast. I think it's partially because of the health benefits, and partially because her parents were crazy about the stuff. They made her eat it every single day when she was a young girl. They're still crazy about it, actually. I should know. I spend enough time with them. And their endless supplies of soybeans. No, it's alright. I think the natto is interesting. It certainly is interesting, but you don't have to eat it if you don't like it. I wouldn't want you to think that we enjoy torturing our guests. It would be bad for my reputation. I really don't mind. It's not torture at all. I live in hell, so I know all about real torture, and it's not like this. There's usually more fire, blood, and screaming. Oh, you're still playing that game. How cute. Why did Alicia have to say something so disturbing at the breakfast table? And why doesn't Mom seem to mind at all? I shudder. Alicia draws her chopstick out of her bowl, and a glistening thread of natto follows. It quivers in the air like a spiderweb, only thicker, stringier, and gelatinous. This food is nothing like anything I've eaten before. It smells strong, but the flavor isn't too overpowering, and since it's so stringy, it's fun to play around with. Besides, it tastes super good served on rice with this raw egg. And how could I forget about the fish? It looks cute and it tastes really good. I'm so happy. Japanese food is so good. I bet I could live to be 1,000 years old if I ate this every morning. I'd never catch a cold ever again. Alicia, I'm so happy. I was so worried you wouldn't like it. I know a lot of people don't like natto, but it's an authentic Japanese food. Everyone has to try it at least once. It was a big gamble, but it seems it paid off. It really did. Thank you, mister. It's delicious. Of course, a clever girl like you wouldn't understand my cooking. A clever girl like you would understand my cooking. From here on out, I'll be more than happy to make you my honorary daughter. Yay! I'd love to. I sniff, prodding at my fish with my chopsticks. The sari stares back at me, its eyes large and empty, like potholes. I don't know why you're getting so excited. It's just natto. Oh, you look a little sad, right? Did I make you jealous? Of course not. I'm not jealous at all. Alright, I just want you to know, even if Alicia is my honorary daughter, you're still my flesh and blood daughter, and I love you lots and lots. Whatever, spare me your sentimentality. I'm fine. And what are you looking at? I glare at my braised sari before stabbing it in the side with my chopstick. That'll show it. Somehow. As I expected, Alicia causes quite a stir at school. The whole class fixates on her when she introduces herself. I'd hate to be under the spotlight like that, but Alicia takes it in her stride. Alicia takes it in stride. The stares of our fellow classmates, 30 pairs of eyes peering out of 30 skulls, don't even make her flinch. She delivers her introduction smoothly, a smile on her face without a hint of nerves. I can't help but be impressed. If I didn't know about Alicia's true nature, maybe I'd be swept up by her charms too. After her introduction, Miss Tamura tells Alicia to take a seat next to me. I expected as much, but I still don't like it. People keep sneaking curious glances at Alicia from behind their textbooks, and since I'm sitting next to her, they end up looking at me too. Pinpricks run up and down my body. My arms itch. I shift in my seat awkwardly, uncomfortably, trying and failing to avoid their stares. What can I do to hide my face other than crawling underneath the table? The classmates mutter in the background, their words drifting through the air in a dull hum like a hive of bees. The new girl's so cute. I know, right? Her hair's so fluffy. Ah, she looks just like a model. How lovely. I wonder if she's going to come to the festival this evening. That'd be nice. So I'll be able to see her in yukata? Huh? I'd rather go to the festival to eat candy floss, not look at girls. That's why you will never become a true man. But I'm a girl. I can't believe she's staying with Sakuraba. Sakuraba? I didn't know Sakuraba had a friend in Norway. I didn't know Sakuraba had any friends at all. I blushed, dropping my head, and tried to focus on my isosceles triangles, but it's all in vain. Not even the isosceles triangles can protect me now. If the hive of bees hummed with latent interest during class, they all but swarm around Alicia when lunchtime finally rolls around. The amount of attention she's getting is crazy. It's almost like she's a celebrity. At least they're leaving me alone. Alicia, your hair is so soft and smooth. What kind of shampoo do you use? I don't really know. I wash it in sulfur every day back in hell. Sulfur? Is that some kind of Norwegian shampoo? I don't think so. So it's imported from somewhere else then. That sounds so fancy. Are your family that rich? Well, my dad is one of the 72 Earls of Hell. He's quite important, I guess. He got promoted a while ago, though, so he doesn't reap souls now. He does paperwork instead. Does that mean your dad is royalty? Well, I guess so. Wow, so you're really like a Norwegian princess. A real, genuine princess. Why are my classmates accepting all this nonsense so easily? Are we all stupid, or is there something more sinister going on here? Maybe they all think Norwegian people are eccentric. I'm sorry, Norway. I'm sorry you're being so badly misrepresented by this annoying girl. So, what is Norway like? Are there lots of hot springs? And moose? And snow? Yes, there are a lot of hot springs in hell. They're really, really hot, too. If a human fell into one, he would probably sear the skin straight off their bones. Wow, Norway sounds so dangerous. Of course it's dangerous. That's where heavy metal comes from. Metal? Hey, Alicia, can you say something to us in Norwegian? I don't know any in Norwegian. Don't be modest. I want to hear. Me too. Could you possibly say hello in Norwegian? Or maybe, how are you? Or, big sister, your ribbon is crooked. Well, now, let me see. I'm going to reap your soul. Ah, she said something in Norwegian. Lucy is so cute. She's like a real princess. And what are those things on your head? Are they fashion accessories? Not really. They're my horns. All demons have horns. Wow, Norway sounds incredible. But I already told you, I don't know anything about Norway. But this admission isn't enough to stop our classmates from fawning over her. They're asking her so many questions, but I don't think they care about the answers. People might be even stupider than I thought. Rie, I'm hungry. How can you be hungry? You had 3 helpings of rice at breakfast. I know, but that was hours and hours ago, and I'm hungry again. And you should have had something to eat at lunch. I wanted to, but it was impossible. There's so many people asking me questions, I couldn't even leave my desk. Well, I guess she has a point. For a girl who came to Japan to eat lots of food, having to skip lunch must have been painful. I'm sorry, but if you're hungry, you'll have to wait until dinner. What? But I'm hungry now. And where do you suggest I'm going to get food for you? There aren't any restaurants nearby, and we'd have to take a detour to get to the convenience store. Well, I know. You could always shake some of these trees for fruit. But they're not fruit trees. But I thought all trees in Japan were cherry blossoms. Again, Lycia's ignorance about Japan astounds me. What do they teach these kids in hell nowadays? There might be a lot of cherry blossom trees in Japan, but they usually don't bear any fruit. What, really? Yes, really. Why would I lie about something like that? But that's not fair. If cherries don't grow on them, then they have no business calling themselves cherry blossoms. That's false advertising. I'll sue them. How are you going to sue a tree? I don't know, but I will. My dad is one of the 72 Earls of Hell, so everyone has to listen to him. Good luck with that. Forgive me if I don't cheer you on. Everyone's been wrongly assuming Lycia hails from Norway, but I think her outlook on life is far more American. By the way, those trees aren't even cherry blossoms. They're elms. Stupid elms. Lycia glares at one of the elm trees as though its mere existence offends her. With a small pout, she stalks towards it and gives it a sharp kick. Ow! Are you alright? I'm fine. My foot hurts, though. What did you expect? If there's one thing evolution has taught us, is that you shouldn't pick fights with things that are bigger than you. If you get hurt, you only have yourself to blame. That stupid tree. I'll reap its soul and send it to hell. Do trees have souls? All living creatures have souls. The tree is alive, so I can kill it. Not by kicking it, though. Maybe not, but I will get my revenge one day. You hear me, Mother Nature? I, Lycia the Ivlis, will not be defeated so easily. Is she actually shaking her fist at the sky? For what purpose? What does she think she'll gain from this? Yes, I believe in you. Don't make a scene. You'll bother the other pedestrians. Okay, Rie. I'll be good. Good. But you know, I really am hungry. And I already told you, you should wait until dinner. Besides, I thought you wanted to go to the festival later. Does that mean you'll take me? I think I may have walked into that one. I didn't say I'd take you, but you shouldn't eat too much if you want to go. You won't be able to eat all the food at the festival later. Don't be ridiculous, Rie. I'm always hungry. All girls have 7 different stomachs, you know. I thought the saying was girls have another stomach for sweets, not 7 of them. That thought is actually kind of disturbing. And I think you're forgetting something very, very important. What's that? If you don't give me something delicious to eat each day, I'll reap your soul. Yeah, silly me. How can I forget? You've said that several times now, but I still don't understand. What does reaping my soul actually involve? Do you either fill out a lot of paper first, or are you demons allowed to reap whatever souls you want? Well, Alicia ponders. She comes to a halt, standing by the riverside like a statue. The expression on her face is unusually serious. The wind stirs the elm trees, making their leaves rustle. Why is she taking so long to reply? Is the answer something so terrible not even a demon can stand to think about it? I swallow. All of a sudden my throat feels dry. My hands tremble at my sides, and I have to clench them into fists to still them. I don't know much about demons, but having my soul reaped sounds kind of painful. I wonder if she has a scythe. Since she has horns and a tail and can open up portals between different worlds, I wouldn't be too surprised. This just seems like a bit of a simpleton, and that's to put it lightly, but it's an escapable fact that she is a demon. She might have all kinds of strange, mysterious, and arcane powers at her disposal. To be honest, I really don't know. All of a sudden, the tension collapses like a poorly made pie crust. What do you mean you don't know? I said I don't know. That means I don't know. I've never reaped a soul before, so I'm not sure what would happen to you if I did it, or how to go about it. Don't tell me. Does this mean her whole reap your soul shtick was just for show? Well, now I feel foolish. What a refined cause to fear this idiot. You're not mad, are you? No, I'm not mad. I don't exactly know why I was expecting anything else. I'm sorry if I disappointed you. I'm not disappointed, just exasperated. If you really want to eat something, I guess I can oblige for now. Anything to shut her up. Really? You mean it? I guess. You did come all this way to eat food. You're still going to eat dinner first, though. And that's final. I won't take no for an answer. Hey, Dad, I'm home. We've returned safe and sound, despite the provocations of those wicked elm trees. You know, if you talk like that, people are going to think there's something wrong with you. Huh? But you use big words all the time, Rie. I thought maybe that was normal, so I tried to copy you. And when have I ever spoken like that? You might have a point. I sigh, bending down to take off my shoes. I only managed to get one of them off, the right shoe if you're interested, when I'm interrupted by a sudden, excited yell. Great, Alicia, welcome back. I miss you so much. I miss you. How was school? Did you have a good first day at school? Did Rie take care of you? And did you make any friends? I hope I had a good time. Everything went well. Maybe if it was hard, if Japanese is not your first language, but I'm sure you're tired. Your best, and I'm very proud of you. Alicia blinks. She stands there motionless, overwhelmed. Yes, my name is Alicia. It's nice to meet you. Dad, you're talking way too fast. Alicia can't understand you. Also, you're hurting me. Can you let go, please? Oh, I'm sorry, Rie. Dad laughs awkwardly and releases me, his face flushed with the same pink as his hair. You should get your act together, Dad. I know, I'm sorry. I was so excited I got carried away. Well, don't. You should learn to control yourself. Yes, Rie. You're always so sensible, and you're not even a teenager yet. You must get it from your mother. I have to be sensible. You never are. That's probably true. Anyway, I actually have a present for you two girls. Ooh, a present? This, at least, is enough to break Alicia out of her trance. I, on the other hand, am less enthused, as presents are always kind of strange. I think it's because he gets bored sitting at home by himself all the time. He likes doing housework, but there's only so much housework you can do in a day, and I don't think he likes working when there isn't anybody there to praise him. or conversely, to scold him for making mistakes. As such, he spends a lot of time on his hobbies, and I'm the one who has to pay the price. Did you really make a present for me? It's all for me? Of course it is. I'd never leave you out. Why, I see you as a second daughter. Yay! That sure was fast. You only known her for a day. But I feel like we have a spiritual connection that goes beyond that of words. Oh, please. Naive men like my father, who are so quick to trust absolute strangers, will get taken advantage of eventually. I hope he doesn't fall foul of a pyramid scheme someday. That really would be depressing. Well, he has moms to keep him in line, so I guess it should be fine. Oh, looks like Dad is still talking. I don't know your exact measurements though, so you might need to model it for me. Model? Does that mean I can't eat it? Well, you could eat it if you wanted to, but it might make you sick. This is something you wear, not something you eat. No, it's just as bad as I thought. In fact, it's even worse than I thought. Why is it so frilly? I don't know, but I think it's adorable. It looks wonderful. Just like I thought. I guess there are some things even I'm good at. Dad wipes his eyes with the back of his right hand. Is he crying? I wish I still had my camera. I want to commemorate this moment forever. You're both so cute. Would you still have the camera if you hadn't dropped it in that tank with all the stingrays when we went to the aquarium? Well, they were just so cute, my heart was completely overwhelmed. So was the camera. Well, it's alright. Even if I can't take a photo, I can still appreciate this moment. But why maid dresses? I don't get it. I know Dad's like sewing, but this is going too far, even for him. I don't dislike wearing Dad's clothes, but he tends to favor the feminine and frilly, and his outfits are never very practical. They're too thin in the winter, and they got all hot and stuffy in the summer. Out of all the strange outfits Dad's made for me over the years, however, this one takes the cake. All the cake. Every last crumb. I'm not really sure. I just had a sudden urge to make something new. I needed to challenge myself, or my skills will get rusty. You must have been really bored lately, Dad. Maybe a little. Yuki's been so busy with work. That director, Satao. Right, Satao. He sounds kind of strict. My Yuki hasn't had a single moment expressed since she met him. Hence the maid dresses. Well, it gives me something to do. Anyway, I couldn't let an opportunity like this slip by. Lissy is adorable. She's just like an angel. An angel, huh? If only Dad knew. I knew I had to dress her up, or I'd regret it for the rest of my life. And I'm really glad you did, mister. I've never worn anything so adorable before. I'm so relieved you like it. I poured my all into these dresses. They're embroidered with my sweat, blood, and tears. I know he doesn't mean it literally, but that's still kind of gross. Anyway, since this dress suits you so perfectly, I'll let you have it. Wow, really? Yep, I made this dress for you, and it wouldn't suit anybody else. It's all yours. That is, if you like it. You don't have to accept it if you don't want to. I don't want to force you. No, it's fine. It's super cute. I love it. Thank you, Licia. Thank you for accepting the whims of this old man. I know they just annoy Rie. It's only annoying because you're so insecure. Well, maybe. Actually, I made a few more outfits for you too. You can try them on whenever you want. If you want to, do whatever you like with them. You can wear them, or even cut them up, or use them as dish rags. I won't mind. I would never do such a heartless thing. They're far too pretty for that. Thank you. And I even made you a yukata, just in case you want to go to the festival tonight. Yukata? I forget what the dresses are. You did? That's right. Don't feel like you've got to go, though. It's just a small festival. They only hold it so they can collect enough money to repair the holes in the temple's roof. Rai used to love festivals, but I think she's grown out of them a bit now. I haven't been to a festival with her in a while. I kind of miss it. You're like a kid yourself, Dad. Maybe you're right. Don't worry, mister. I want to go to the festival too. You do? That's right. I don't care what we are meant to be celebrating. I just want to celebrate food. Fitting answer for a heathen like you. This is great. I'm so lucky. I'm so glad I decided to reap your soul, Rie. So this girl threatens to reap my soul, and Dad repays her by sewing her a whole wardrobe of fancy outfits and offering to take her to a festival. Where's the justice in that? Well, I take the hem out of my dress in my hands and flutter it back and forth. If I'm going to be Lys's chef for the rest of the week, having something to cook in might not be so bad. At least it'll stop the rest of my clothes from getting dirty. As for the festival, I can worry about that after dinner. Lucia, can you pass me the mint sauce? Sure. Here you go, mister. Thank you. Eating at a full table really is relaxing. Makes the food taste even better than usual. I can feel the tension disappearing from my body. Tension? What tension? You hardly ever leave the house. I might be a bit of a homebody, but I still do all the cooking and cleaning. That counts for something, doesn't it? I guess you work hard on in your own way, Dad. I'm not sure if that was a compliment or not, but I'll take it. Dinner tonight looks delicious. I think Dad might have outdone himself, probably because he wanted to show off to our guest. Oh, this thing. Alright. Dinner tonight looks delicious. I think Dad might have outdone himself, probably because he wanted to show off to our guest. The main dish is fried shrimp covered in a light layer of crispy tempura batter. The batter sticks to the curled, comma-shaped shrimps, softening their light pink skins with a brown glaze. The fried shrimps are accompanied with fried pumpkin, sweet potato, and shiitake mushrooms. The batter gives the fresh vegetables a light crunch, and it feels especially satisfying when I bite into the soft, yielding flesh of the pumpkin. The shrimps and vegetables are sprinkled with salt to enhance the flavor, and there's a small dish of mirin sauce to dip the food into. A variety of sides accompanying the main dish: a refreshing cucumber salad, a small bowl of meat and potato stew, and a large helping of brown rice. Dad's always been a good cook, but the combined textures and flavors of all this food, the crispy tempura, the soft rice, the crunchy cucumbers, it's almost ridiculously delicious. If Dad's going to make food like this every time I bring a friend over, maybe I should start doing it more often. At least I would if I had any friends. This is so good. Can I have seconds, please? Of course, you can have as much rice as you want. Yay! Japan really is the best. I kind of wish Yuki was here to try this, though. She has always liked fried pumpkin. Can't you save some for her? I already did, but leftovers never taste as good as fresh food. It'll lose some of its flavor. Well, it can't be helped. Mom's busy. She works very hard for all of us, so we should try to support her. I know that. I do support Yuki in her endeavors. At least I try to. I love her, really. I just miss her a little, that's all. Oh well, what can I do? There's no sense in complaining. That won't change anything. Here you go, Lucia. I gave you an extra large helping, since you seem to have a big appetite. I hope you enjoy it. I will. Thank you so much, mister. You don't need to call me that, you know? Just Kazuki is fine. Okay, Kazuki. Really, thank you. From the bottom of my stomach. Isn't the correct expression from the bottom of my heart? But Dad doesn't seem to mind the minor details. He looks so happy he could be a little kid, not a grown man. I don't know if I've seen him smile like this in a long while. Is that because of Lucia? For a demon, she might not be bad after all. So, what are you going to make for me for dessert, Rie? And I was hoping she'd forgotten about that after having dinner. This girl's stomach must be like a bottomless pit. Maybe I should start taking notes on her strange demonic behavior, then submit them to a TV station. They could make a show about it. My Demon and Me, the exciting true story of elementary school student Sakuraba Rie's encounter with the devil. Now, I wonder how much money I'd get out of that. Hey, Rie, your eyes look all funny. What do you mean? What's wrong with them? I don't know. Thought I saw some strange symbols in them. Of course you didn't. Don't be silly. But I still don't know what to do about dessert. I really don't know what Licia likes. Well, she seems like the kind of person who'll eat anything. I shouldn't think about it too much. Bake her something. Give her a couple of minutes of pudding. I'll bake something. Oh, are you wearing that dress I made you, Rie? That's right. Does that mean you'll like it? Did I do a good job for once? I don't dislike it, but I wouldn't choose to wear it under normal circumstances. But you're wearing it now, aren't you? Because I'm going to bake something, and I don't want my clothes to get dirty. Oh, really? That sounds like fun. Do you want me to help? Of course you can. The more the merrier. Thank you. I used to bake with Rie all the time when she was little, but she's getting more and more independent lately. I miss spending so much time with her. That's because I'd never be able to get better if I keep following your instructions. You need to do things on your own if you want to improve. That might be true, but it sounds kind of sad. There's nothing wrong with relying on others, right? And at any rate, helping out might make me feel slightly less useless. Well, when you say something like that, how can I turn you down? You sound more and more like your mother every day. Not that that's a bad thing. You'll never get hassled into donating ridiculous sums of money to various charities on the street like I do. Anyway, I'm gonna get changed. Changed? Do you have a cute dress too? Not quite. But I don't know if I'd be opposed to the idea, but making clothes for myself isn't as much fun as making them for other people. So what are you gonna wear, Miss Kazuki? Why, a cute apron, of course. It's a must for any aspiring chef. With this dramatic announcement, Dad opens the drawer and pulls out one of his trusted aprons from his large and ever-expanding collection. Naturally, the apron is pink, like 80% of the others. For some reason, Licia looks impressed by this. Wow, you look so cool. I don't know about that, but thank you all the same. Anyway, what kind of thing did you want to bake? Something sweet. I want to eat lots of sweets. I see. In that case, I think I have an idea. Why don't we make some apple rose tarts? They're so cute. Licia sighs as she takes the tray of freshly baked tarts out of the oven, her hands enveloped in a pair of oven mitts. She looks so happy my heart starts to melt. Her happiness must be contagious. Kind of like the plague. Wow, now that's pretty demonic. Are you alright, Licia? Be careful, they're hot. It's fine, Kazuki. I can do at least this much. Her eyebrows furrow in concentration. Licia carries the tray across the kitchen and sets it on the counter to cool. The honey aroma of freshly baked pastry hangs in the air, mingled with the sweet scent of apples. It makes me feel as though I'm standing in the middle of an enchanted orchard. The rose tarts themselves look exceptionally cute, curled up in their separate slots in the baking pan. Their petals, crafted from thin strips of bright red apple, make them look like real flowers. It's just as Dad said, these tarts really do look like snacks fit for the elegant princess, or else a wandering forest sprite. They're the kind of tarts you could imagine the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland coveting. Can I try one? Can I? Of course you can. They're nice to look at, but they're even nicer to eat. Yay, then I'll just help myself. Oh no, not quite so fast. Dad reaches forward, brushing Licia's fingers away from the pan. For one thing, the pan is still hot, and for another, we need to think a bit more seriously about the presentation. Presentation? Yes, I still need to add some finishing touches to make this a truly delicious treat. Just stand back and leave everything to me. The apple rose tarts sit elegantly on a white plate, the pastry light and crispy, the apples braised light brown just waiting to be eaten. That was right. When it comes to food, he always is. The rose tarts look much more appealing, freed from the confines of the baking pan, and they look plenty appealing. Back then, too. Wow, I've never seen anything more adorable before. I thought you said my school uniform was the most adorable thing you'd ever seen. And then, after that, those silly maid outfits. That's right, they're all the most adorable. But they can't all be adorable. But they can't all be. That isn't possible. Anything is possible if you just believe. Alright, you two, you can start eating now. They'll get cold if we dally any longer. But they look so cute. I feel guilty eating them now. That's very flattering, but isn't that why we made them in the first place? I'm sure right now, more than anything in the world, they want to be eaten by you, Alicia. And right now, more than anything in the world, I want to make a lot of money, but we can't all have what we want. Are you sure? Of course. I bet these tarts would consider being eaten by you a privilege, since you're so cute. Thank you, Kazuki. It sure seems you two are getting along well. Oh, and you're very cute as well, right? That should go without saying, given you are your mother's daughter. Yes, I think Rie's very cute too, even if she does pout all the time. That's none of your business. Why should I care about your opinion? You're blushing, Rie. That's because what you're saying is embarrassing and unnecessary. Huh? Huh? But why can't I tell you that I think you're cute? I thought it would make you happy. Maybe it does, a little, but it feels kind of weird. Weird? Anyway, Dad's right. If we keep talking, the tarts will get cold. Thank you for the food. I pick up a tart in my fingers, burning them as I do so, and take a bite. We used Fuji apples to make these tarts popular throughout Japan for their uniquely sweet flavor and bright red coloration. The sweetness of the apple spreads across my tongue, punctuated by the satisfying dash of tartness that makes my mouth tingle. The pastry is delicate, light, and buttery, and offsets the flavor of the apples, while simultaneously adding an extra crunch to the already crisp apple skins. These tarts are really good. I've had them before, but I don't know if they've ever tasted quite this nice. Maybe eating food with other people really does make it taste better. I thought that was just one of those things Dad likes to say. A neat little sophism that encourages the importance of family meals, but there might be a germ of the truth to it after all. These tarts are undeniably delicious, but it could be the sight of Alicia's face, wreathed in smiles as she samples her own tart, that gives it an extra special something. I feel my cheeks heating up. Why am I getting so embarrassed? Watching other people eat has always felt strangely intimate to me. When people eat food they let down their defenses. Not that Alicia has many of those, and their true feelings shine across their faces. I wonder what kind of face I'm pulling right now. I probably look like an idiot. I set my tart back down on my plate and reach for the mug of cinnamon tea. The mug is warm and it makes the tips of my fingers tingle, but not unpleasantly. The cinnamon tea itself is sweet, but it also has a certain measure of spiciness to it. It makes my whole body feel warm. Not just because it's hot, but because it feels comforting, I suppose. Cinnamon tea is meant to be good for you. That's what Dad says, anyway. He told me it helps fend off common colds, which is why he brews it for me in the winter. Do you like it? What do you think? I think it's really great. It's delicious. You're the best, Kazuki. Yay, thank you. I have that too, you know. You can stand to compliment me a bit. Not that I really care or anything. I just can't stand the injustice. That's all. I'm sorry, Rie. I don't want you to feel left out. I think you did a really good job too. You're also the best. How can two people be the best? If you're going to compare us, one has to be better than the other. Oh, don't be so serious. I said you're both the best, so you are. Isn't that good enough? I feel the color returning to my cheeks, though I wish it wouldn't. I don't even know why I'm blushing so much. I guess I'm just not used to being complimented by people. Why does Alicia have to be so enthusiastic? It's embarrassing. Oh, what's this? It smells heavenly in here. What a way to welcome me home from work. Oh, Yuki, welcome back. Mom stands in the doorway, her hair neatly styled as ever, her clothes falling around her body in elegant waves. She looks a little tired, though. Her face is paler than usual, despite being dusted with a layer of makeup. That director, Sato, must really be a slave driver. Despite this, Mom perks up when she smells the enticing aroma of the apple rose tarts. You don't mind if I try one of these tarts, do you, dear? I know I'm on a diet, but I've been rushed off my feet all day and I could use something sweet. Of course I don't mind. Help yourself, Yuki. Are you sure? Didn't you make these for the girls? It's fine. They're so good, I want to share them with everyone. Says Licia, who's demolished 5 of those tarts and has already started on her 6th. Oh, thank you, Licia. That's very generous of you. It's no problem. And it even looks like you've managed to cheer up Rie, too. What? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Just the silly smile you're trying to hide behind your mug of cinnamon tea. My shoulders stiffen. My face turns red. Why is Mom so sharp? It's not my fault I'm smiling. I just can't help it. It's because Licia is always, invariably, so nice to everyone. It's just not how I expected a demon to act, that's all. Though it's unexpected, I can hardly say it's unwelcome. In fact, I'm glad of it. While she annoys me on several counts, I think I like Licia. I like her enough not to scold her for eating her 7th apple tart, or apple rose tart, or for talking with crumbs all over her mouth, so my affection must run rather deep. Maybe I could even imagine myself, and this is purely hypothetical imagining, mind you, actually being her friend someday. Just maybe. Rie! Rie! Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is audap watching Strawberry Vinegar on Nintendo Switch. You know, I like the fact that it's a very, very light and, you know, lightly comedic visual novel. I like all the art. The art's really, really gorgeous. You know, the music's just okay. It doesn't interfere and doesn't pronounce itself too well. So I think that's cool. The dialogue, written, you know, pretty snappy. And I think certainly young girls would like the content so far, unless for whatever reason it turns incredibly dark later, which wouldn't necessarily surprise me if that was the case. But yeah, I like it so far. I think we'll want to get to the end of it for sure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.